Georgia on the logo, celebrating back-to-back Nats. Perfection wears red and black tonight. 15-0, the Dogs have done it and won a second consecutive national.
Oh man, oh man, oh man, not again.
Lead Booker to get the night started. Downfield looking for Godwin, into his hands, and guess which Dogs are barking first? Uga, get after it. Sonny Michel will send the Dogs home to the championship game.
And Bobo throws that thing in the end zone, and
yes! Touchdown! Touchdown in the goal line!
Sigue Ringo, corta dentro, Ringo, touchdown! Georgia!
The Georgia Bulldogs bludgeon their way to back-to-back. Glory, glory, Georgia, as the fight song says.
This is our love for each other. 1 + 1 = what? 3. We are better together and we are connected.
This is Robert Iron E. Singleton, a.k.a. D-Dog from The Walking Dead, or Alton from The Blind Side, and you are watching Respect the Hedges on the Fan Addict Sports Network. All right, guys, go Dogs, sick 'em.
Welcome in, Dog Nation and Respect the Hedges family. You are watching Respect the Hedges on the Fan Addict Sports Network, man. Dogs got the victory on Saturday. That's what we're here to talk about, then preview the upcoming matchup versus UAB. But before we do all that, as always, you know, we presented by the Tailgate Kings. That's right, man. We're back in here for another episode with the guys, man. And this past week, man, if you didn't get a chance to make it out, we had our first live show at Creature Comforts Tap Room in Athens, Georgia on Friday, man, to preview the game. Listen, it was a great time. The people out there gave us a great vibe. And I just want to show y'all a little bit of clips from that and also go into where's Heena hiding. All in one. So y'all sit back. We got about an 8-minute video for y'all. I know it sounds long, but it'll be over before you know it. Sit back, relax, and watch the show.
Here we are again, back in Athens, game 3. We want that three-peat. It's coming up, y'all. Just wait. I'm a little off campus. We are at a special brewery here. If you can't guess, there you go. There's your answer. We are at Creature Comforts, the official brewery for the Georgia Bulldogs. I'm here with Chris, our CEO of Creature Comforts. Can you give us a quick rundown about what's going on back here?
Yeah,
we get a special sneak peek.
This is where we make the beer. So right here on this side is the starting point of the process. This is our brew house. It's a 4-vessel, 30-barrel system. And so that's essentially where we make wort. When we send it over to the taller tanks you see behind us, the ones with the cone at the bottom, those are the fermenters. That's where we pitch the yeast. Those turn wort into beer. And then we send it over to these flat bottom ones. Those are bright tanks. That's where we carbonate it before we send it off into packaging. So this is a part of the process, and you can see it all from right here.
Love it. You guys got to come to Creature Comforts. Amazing beer. My favorite is Tropicalia. But I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you have the smart beer?
Smart beer.
We need.
We do need.
Kirby.
Now that I got you. Now that we're the official craft brewery of University of Georgia
He's
Athletics,
a Gamecock.
we should probably figure that out.
Yeah. We need a smart beer. We got this. Go Dogs. Let's do this.
Cheers.
Love it.
Only thing that's on my mind is who's gonna run this town tonight.
Yeah, I say that we are. This is Rock Nation. Pledge your allegiance.
All right, we're here on campus. Look at this tailgate going on right here. What do you got going on here, sir?
Some half fried.
What is half fried? Can you tell everybody?
Some half fried eggs with a little Indian masala like ginger, garlic, marchu, green chilies, and some garam masala.
Some good stuff. You want some half fried, come to Hull Street. They always got the best tailgates right here. Look at that. We got some burger and hot dogs going on.
He asked me first, he goes, "Shut up!"
All right, there's the finished product. What's your favorite tailgate food, Harris Patel? Half fried. That's right. Go Dogs. At the tailgate with my boys right here, my sons. Let's go. Let's go. Go Dogs. All right, got a question for y'all. Well, hurry the hell up.
You want me heavy?
What's your favorite drink? Tailgate drink.
I'll go with the Fireball. I like it.
Fireball?
Vodka soda.
Second that, vodka soda.
I love my tequila.
Tequila. All right, it's a tie between tequila and vodka soda. Let's go. All right, now we're getting to the real stuff. There we go.
My diamonds gone retarded. Your girl I'm digging is the only one who
Hey. I cut y'all. We got some cornhole going on there. Look at these people showing up at 2 o'clock for a 3:30 game for a tailgate. What's up, people? What's your favorite tailgate food? This. What is this? Half fried. All right, ladies, what's your favorite tailgate food? Half fried. Yeah, that's right. Let's go, Dogs. Look at this. It is so yummy. It's literally eggs with Indian spices on bread. Man, it's humming. It's good stuff. Give me humming. That's my girl right here, Javon Bullard's mom. With respect to Hedges, here we are at the Georgia game, game number 3.
Game number 3.
I got a question.
Yes.
We getting a 3-peat?
Why wouldn't we?
Oh, I love that.
Why wouldn't we?
You're right about
Right.
that. Yes.
Right. A
Absolutely.
win today and a 3-peat coming.
You heard it from the best right
That's
here.
right.
She's an inside connection. How's your son doing? We're concerned about him. Everything all right?
I think he's going to be okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think he's strong.
It's the only way.
Yeah.
It's the Georgia way.
Exactly.
He's going to be just fine. That's right, Mama.
Remember that.
That's
Thank
right.
you.
Go Dogs.
Thank you. Go Dogs.
Here I am between the hedges with the one and only Rennie Curran. Love it. Rennie, what do you think? How's our season looking thus far?
It's not looking that well so far, but that's normal. That's a normal part of the progression as a team. These guys are young. These guys are, there's a lot of experience, but at the same time, there's a lot of young ones who need to be experienced at the same time. So they got to get their reps in. They got to get their bumps and bruises. They got to learn from experience. And as you're seeing right now, they're going through those growing pains.
Yeah.
Even if you have a lot of talent, even if you win championships, you still have to go through that time of building chemistry as a team. And so that's what you're seeing right now. And it's going to continue to be some mistakes made, some big plays from other teams. But as long as they stick together, keep getting back up, and keep building that chemistry, they're going to be fine.
Were you expecting them to score so early on us?
Yeah, I mean, I think they knew coming into our home that they had to make a statement early on. So that's what you're seeing. They're going to respond to it. They've been training, they've been preparing, and so, yeah, they're going to be good.
I think the crowd's going to be a factor. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, yeah, you can hear them getting ready. What think our dogs are going to do. Dog fans, Bulldog Nation is going to be, they're going to show up, and they're going to turn out.
That's right. So a win for us here. What do you think about the rest of the season? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's gonna be some challenges. You know, Doug is taking over for the first time, or Deck is taking over for the first time, and so he has a lot of reps, a lot of knowledge that he has to gain in real time. And so it's not gonna be easy at all. It's all gonna be about how he can handle adversity.
Your thoughts on our O-line and D-line thus far?
Yeah, guys have to step up on both sides of the ball. So once again, we lost a lot of talent there. Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, it's a lot of talent, but not just that, a lot of leadership.
They're killing it in the NFL, though.
Oh, yeah, they're killing it. These guys are now taking over, and they have to step up. They're going to continue to be challenged, and so that's what's going to be the difference. Can they step up? Can they be leaders? Not just good players, but good leaders and lead each other, especially through challenging times. And so,
absolutely. And what do you think of Colorado? Last question.
Love it when I see him in Colorado. Deion is doing something special right now, so yeah, it's exciting.
Okay, we gotta go back to the game. Go Dogs! Go Dogs! Thank you. All right, here in the stadium with 92,000 of my closest friends. We're stoked.
I thought this had 106.
Okay, maybe it's 106. I might be wrong. But here's my new friends right here. 2 more right there. All right. I mean, the score is tighter than what we were thinking, but we're on top. Dogs on top, so we'll take it. Let's go.
All right, man. That's just that was just some stuff from Heena. Shout out to Heena for getting all the good footage, Rennie, with the words of encouragement and things of that nature. Let's go ahead and bring the crew in, man. First up, y'all know who it is, man. It's E-Rob. What's going on, E-Rob?
Wow, Coach. I was all set to talk about, how eventful my weekend was. Apparently, I'm not doing it right, boy. Heena has it going all the way on, man. Wow.
Yes. So, hey, shout out to Heena, man. Heena got some good footage.
Shout out to Heena. So, look, man, I had an eventful weekend. Like you said, we had that on-site event there at Creature Comfort in Athens, man. It was amazing time. The guys at Creature Comfort couldn't be more accommodating. They made the crew feel good. We had a good time. Hopefully we get a chance to do it again. The second part of my weekend, I did go to the game. We're going to get into that. Tale of two halves. First half, I wasn't very happy. Second half, I was elated. Real quick, shout out to all 92,000 of my friends in the second half. Boy, if you were in that stadium and you heard them dogs barking, woo, boy, when that defense was out there, they felt that. So whoever talk about Sanford State or got something to say, if you were in the second half of that game, this is one of the best environments in college football.
Big facts, man. Next up on deck, I got Corey Allen, CA. What it do, dog?
Man, dogs win. That's what's most important. Had a great weekend, just like E-Rob said. I mean, I really enjoyed our time at Creature Comforts. I was able to walk away with a few lovely souvenirs, to say the least. And, even though my mic might not have been 100%, the time spent was definitely enjoyed. I really appreciate them giving us a chance to come on site and do the live shot. So great time overall. We're definitely going to get into the game, and just as I glance over it, it's easier for me to talk about what I liked versus what I didn't like. The list is so long on the other side that, I understand where we are in the season and we have expectations, but I will co-sign what E-Rob said and what we all saw. The fan base is championship ready. we are accustomed to having things go away. So I'm excited to see how the team responds to what they did on Saturday, the level of competition we will continue to face, and making sure we get better all across the board.
That's right, man. Next up, cool fan in the land is Cool Cal. What's going on, Cal?
What's going on, brothers, man? I just want to, just follow what everybody else said. Had a great time at Creature Comforts. The amazing experience. Definitely look forward to doing that again and going out there and, having some great dog talk. But I just wanted to say, man, what's that hot fry thing at? Is it Hot Fries?
No,
What was going?
half fry.
Yeah.
Half fry.
Half fry.
Yeah,
half fry. Okay, y'all had that before?
No, I'm linking up with Heena. I'm getting me some of that, dog. I don't know what.
I know, man.
We all put an order in. Everybody
good,
just put an order in.
There it is. So yeah, hats off to Heena, man. That was awesome access that we got into the game, and great interview. And so just like everybody else, man, we got a lot to talk about, but we talking about it with a victory.
That's right. Victory on deck, man. Next up is our guy JV. What's up, JV?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? I can't even walk down the path of reiterating what all of you guys already said, because it was just a wonderful weekend. We came out with a W. Got to spend some fellowship time, some brotherly time, some respect to Hedges time in Athens at Creature Conference. Top notch spot, great ownership, man. They were awesome. Even the crowd that was there, who were actually giving us a lot of feedback and a lot of energy, 100% appreciated all of those guys and gals that were in the crowd, even if there were some Gamecocks sprinkled throughout. But with that being said, let's get this thing rolling, man, because I'm looking forward to tonight.
That's right, man. Last but not least is our guy Shouted that Parker. What's going on, Shouted?
Fellas, what up? What up? What up? Man,
he got fedora on.
Come on here looking like Carmen Sandiego.
Nice. Man,
It's gonna be rough tonight, I can tell.
I'm gonna let that slide just come running a little late. Yeah, man, I just walked in, literally running late, just got in the house and stuff, man. I came in, I seen this video. Patel did. Ooh, and so shout out to Harris Patel too, man. I ain't seen Harris in years, man. It's good to see Harris, man. And with that being said, I think I might know where I'm gonna slide at it on homecoming. I'm gonna slide on through that tailgate at homecoming.
Me too.
So that looked like that where it was at, man. And also I want to say this too, man. Shout out to all the ladies, man, on RTH, man. Respect the head. Heena, Katlyne, and we know the first lady Shelby, man. I'm gonna tell you what, man. I don't know what's going on. I'm just glad I got to show up and talk. Cause these ladies, man, they putting on, man. They bring rings and shit and videos and taking pictures. I'm just glad I got to show up and talk. So with that being said, man, we're gonna get into the game and all that good stuff, man. But once again, man, let's go. Let's get it.
It makes sense why you so clean today. It makes sense. It makes sense.
That's right, man. Hey, man.
Yeah. You extra clean today, boy. You extra clean today.
It's a lot of layers to this fight. You know what I'm saying? You got to peel the layers back, baby.
That's right, man. Hey, shout out to the Respect the Hedges family and our viewers, man. Stat guy, get in and say congrats on the win, my guys. Great show. Hopefully be back talking trash soon. Maurice Dickinson in the house. He said, can't wait for the show. Go Dogs. Kim Hurst say he showed up for Coach I Shot in Stat Guy. We'll say shout out to Kim from the Hall of Fame Mafia, another YouTube channel. Of course, we got my guy Jason say great show, coach and crew. All right, man. Chandria Lennon in the house say go Dogs. Mars Jam say let's go. All right, man. And then James Alman say let's go, fellas. Glad to be in the building. Tough week, but we got the dub. On to the next one. Great segue there, James, man. We did get the dub. I know some of the people didn't like how it looked, but like Shawty always say, man, no matter how you bake the cake, as long as it come out and it's good, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, we got the dub. But hey, man, just before we jump into that, E-Rob and Cool Cow, any recruiting updates for us today?
I got a little something. Our recruiting class is pretty much sold up, man. We've got I think 27, 28 kids right now. But obviously, nothing is done until obviously, the paper's signed, it's faxed over, email, however they do it now. But, the class is pretty much, all together. But there is a couple of fish out there that obviously that we're still looking at. And it was a guy, this guy's a monster. He kind of gives me some Robert Kendichi, the guy Brees from Clemson. He kind of gives me those vibes. It's a guy's name, I think, Aiden Breland. He plays interior line. Guy's a monster, can play up and down the line, very athletic. I've actually seen him in coverage a couple of times on some of the clips that I saw. He's about 6'5", about 290. His last 3 schools, he's down to Oregon, Miami, and them Dogs. So, he's right there. I think he'll be a great addition. What's that?
At Oregon and Miami, he clearly like good weather.
Hey, that's all right. We got good weather in Athens too.
Come to death row.
You know what I mean? Right. Come to death row. So obviously if the kid, if the kid's about that work, man, he'll want to come to Athens. But he's a guy that I'm looking at could really just go ahead and already take this #1 class and just really solidify it as the #1 class. And so that's the guy I've been looking at in the recruiting trail.
All right, E-Rob, you got any recruiting updates?
Really, the only thing I want to say is we're on flip alert. I'm just gonna give y'all a little nugget. I remember a lot of people were heartbroken when KJ Bolden committed to Florida State. I'm just saying that's not a done deal. He keeps coming back to Athens, and there's a little smoke there. I'm just saying he's on flip alert. That's all I'm saying. Y'all just keep
all right.
Come back next week. I might have an update for you. How about that?
I like it.
I like it. Flip alert. I like that.
I like that. I like that too, man. Also on September the 10th, we did get a recruit commit. Chris Cole, linebacker from Virginia, 4-star guy. That is our second commit from Virginia. Kirby all over the place, grabbing these guys, coming in, trying to get some of the best talent, man. So with that said, man, appreciate y'all guys for the update and a little nugget about KJ Bolden. Hopefully at the end of the day, we can flip that guy because he is a dog on that field. Yeah. Big facts, big facts. All right, man. Let's get into it, man. The good, the bad, and the ugly. CA, we'll start with you, my guy. You say you got more good than you want to talk about bad. So give me your thoughts on Saturday after getting that dub against the Gamecocks.
I'm wondering if these kids are considering flipping are still in the picture because they're looking at this defense and seeing opportunities to get on the field. Because I said last week what I wanted to see was my linebacker step up, and the way I looked at Dumas Johnson getting danced on in the hole, he broke my heart, man. I mean, I didn't get what I wanted out of the linebackers. You asked me what I saw. The second half needed to be what the first half should have looked like. That should have been the speed, the temperature, and the tempo for the entirety of the game. We shouldn't have to be behind to South Carolina for us to ranch it up and get going. That I was really disappointed in how we came out. I know they made plays. South Carolina is actually a pretty decent team, especially when I look at their wide receiving core. That'll probably be, in my opinion, the strongest core we're going to see. And they got a quarterback not afraid to at least make the throw and make the effort, and he put it up, and a lot of those guys came down with it. So my secondary got that test early. That's going to bode well for us going forward. Again, my linebacking core, I ain't see nothing I liked, especially when they had to drop. So, we got to fix that, and if it's not getting better, it's going to take a different guy on the field making plays. So I'm anxious to see how we respond defensively because we've got tools in the cupboard. We've got everything that we could want to throw out there, but we still got to coach the guys up, and the guys can't be afraid of the moment and make some plays. Spencer Rattler was a great test. On the offensive side, a lot to be desired, but I'm going to leave that for the fellas because I know we're going to chop it up. I'm going to, Thad, man, get this quarterback. That's all I'm saying.
All right, I like the way you put that, man. JDJ was getting danced on right there, and Spencer ain't like he Michael Vick, man. Like JDJ did have like a couple of good.
That was
plays.
That was embarrassing. That was embarrassing.
So he did have a good couple of plays stopping some screens, but you're right, he got danced on, and also listen, man. I know we in the business of not getting penalties and things of that nature, but there was one run that Spencer had where he had a clear shot on him. Would have been a legal shot.
I don't know what that was about. I don't know why he pulled up. That man was still
he literally did up. Like that. Yeah, and he was still up. I'm like, yeah, I don't know what's going on here. And then I got one more, and then I'll let the fellas get to the rest of it. I like Sister Daniel Sistervon's energy, but I'm gonna need you to pay attention in the film room a little bit because you look a little lost out there. Just some couple of times where he was just like turned around, like, he was going hard, but it's like he'll go this way, then go that way. He doesn't really know where to go. There was 2 plays in particular where it was like he didn't really know where to go. I do want to shout out Kamari Lassiter,
safety hanging around,
Tyke Smith, and Malachi Starks. All three of those dudes got down in that secondary. So we'll let the fellas go ahead and get a shout. Shawty called you up to talk about that offense, man. Tell the people what you saw.
So much. It's very easy to be critical of a game like this. I don't want to. But I'm going to give my honest and best, just my damn opinion. Okay.
Can you turn your mic up a little bit, Shawty?
Vic,
there you go.
My bad. Vic, I'll tell you what, brother. I think this guy has all the tools and everything that we want. But for some reason, his clock is moving too fast. He got to slow down. He practicing against any defense. He going to play the best defense he practices against every day. Bro, you making throws, you leaning and drifting. You don't even have to.
You don't
even have
to.
the rush coming. And every time we get third down, why you don't? I mean, I like the read. I'm not saying the read is bad, but why are you always throwing the ball in front of the sticks?
Short of the sticks. Yep.
Why?
Yep.
So I could talk about a lot how many people he missed, but I will say is the kid is not playing bad. He's not gonna lose the game. He damn sure ain't gonna win.
Yep.
And one thing I will say also is that I'm gonna get a coach some credit on offense, especially with the way we banged up at running back. I tell you what, when we came out first on offense, you can just literally tell. First maybe 3 drives. I think we only had 4 where the clock moved. Now we didn't have that drive. But you can just tell they were scripted. Like we trying to get rock ball. I mean, you could just tell they were scripted plays. When we came out in that second half, we went to our screen game, which is an extension of our run game. I took a lot. I had to take my hat off. I said, these coaches realize, hey, it's just time to put the ball in the playmakers' hands. We got better athletes. Let's just abuse them. So I do take my hat off to the coaching staff for getting away from the script and just playing football and coaching football. With Beck going back to Beck, and I won't hold you guys too long because I know everybody got a lot of things to say. I need Beck to slow his clock. Bro, you got a lot of toys around. You got a big boy line in front. Let's slow down a little bit. Let things develop a little bit. Because I don't know if y'all know it, he actually get rid of, I think he top 5 in NCAA, he get rid of the ball at 2 points. Which is not a bad thing. Sometimes you need to let that thing develop.
Yep. Okay. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. JV, you got some things on the brain, man. What you got to say about that, man?
Well, I think we all saw the same thing, man. I'm not gonna make any comments on Beck because we know what we saw and what we were looking at in that first half. We know we saw him missing plays and missing throws that he has to make when the competition and the bullets become a little bit more lethal. But what I want to say, man, even when I do think that the coaches came out the second half and they did a great job, especially with that offense, just getting the ball into the hands of folks who can make plays. But I think we have a fundamental breakdown in our defense. We continuously fall for the banana in the tailpipe on one type of offensive play, and it's the half roll throwback. It tortured us in Ohio State last year. And during that game, they ran it like 4 or 5 times. They completed it like 4 or 5 times. And South Carolina ran it until they got sick during the game. And it was literally open every single time. Like, we have some bad eye discipline occurring on the defense, in the secondary, but mainly in that linebacker core. We have to fix that because everybody's gonna target the defense when it comes to those types of plays. And we've proven that from last year to this year, we haven't made the adjustments necessary in order to be able to be formidable when somebody's running that type of half roll throwback type of setup. So That's what I didn't like as much. The defense continuing and still being a victim of that particular play. But I love how they came out in the second half, and we just settled down and just took it to them like we were supposed to. So got the dub. Let's roll.
That's right.
JB, one quick thing.
Yes, sir.
This is one thing I always tell people about football. Ain't nothing like a fast player running the wrong way. That happens a lot.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. E-Rob. Good, bad, and ugly, dog.
The first half, bad. Offensively, we didn't take any shots down the field. Like, for me, we need to do that early. Like, in the second half, we came out, and that's what we did right off the bat. If we want to run the ball and be a power running team, that's cool. That's great. But you got to loosen things up, man. Everything we threw was right around the line of scrimmage, which goes back to what these guys were saying. Beck needs to slow. Thad, but listen, Thad, you were right on. He has to slow down. He's doing everything too fast. The play action fakes are too fast. They're not fooling anyone. Slow down, dude. You coming off, it's third down. You coming off on the short passes. Dude, you're looking out in the flat. The route right behind it is coming wide open. Why are you're not letting things develop and you're not being pressured like that? I'm not going to keep talking about that because I feel my blood pressure going up a little bit. The funny thing is, though, we're saying all this criticism. And the kid, he's not playing bad. So, Thad, again, spot on. He's not playing bad. It's just, but here's the thing.
We want more.
We want more.
We want more. And here's the positive. This is his third game starting. So, let's let this thing just kind of play itself out a little bit. Because I'm sure the things that we saw, Mike Bobo and the rest of that staff saw, and that's what they'll be talking about this week. So hopefully we need to see progression as we move on through this thing. Now, real quick, the defense, that's what they did in the first half. That's not Georgia football. That is just not Georgia football. That's how we used to play. Second half, you could just see it. You could just see it. You could just feel it. Them boys came and they was about that action. So I want to see that for all four quarters. Look, this is what you only have 12 opportunities. What we wait? We ain't got to save it. Let's go. So hopefully Kirby can drive that home and the rest of the coaching staff. And let's stop with this kind of ease into it crap. That's gonna get you beat. Cut it out.
There it is. Good stuff from E-Rob, man. Cool Kyle. What'd you see Saturday, dog?
I saw everything that everybody else saw. But a couple other things. The good, we won. That's the good part about it.
Big facts.
The bad part that I saw, I went back and looked at some more stuff this morning. Again, with everybody else, I did not like the linebacker play. Linebacker play is going to have to get much, much better across the board. The ugly, and this is the most apparent thing that I saw, and I know everybody wants to kind of get down on Carson a little bit. The ugly to me was the offensive line. The offensive line did not get a good push in the running game. We're going to start there with the running game. Dejon Edwards, thank God the kid can break a hell of a lot of tackles. Because if not, if we just had an average guy back there, we wouldn't have anything in the running game. It's too many times where I keep seeing him getting hit in the hole. He's able to bounce off a few tackles along with the other backs. We're not getting the same push. And I'm going to just call it the offensive line in general, but there's some guys up there that came back to school to win a national championship, and I'm not seeing that same level of play up front. It's not nasty as it's been in some years past. And so if we don't get better as an offensive line, we're not going to be able to go where we want to go. Because the thing about it with Carson Beck is, like we're all saying, he's not playing bad, and that's all we expected of him. We just said, you know what, just come in here, not turn the ball over, not play bad. But I thought the other elements of the game, the other elements of the offense would be better to help him out. Because even though he's been in Athens 3-4 years, he's still a first-year starter. I do think he does have a little jitterness or whatever you want to call it in the pocket. He's moving a little bit too fast. But the offensive line play is not where it needs to be. That's not one of the top 2 or 3 offensive lines in the country. where we're supposed to be. And if that doesn't change, man, we're going to have a lot more tough games down the road.
I definitely agree with all of y'all. You know, we definitely need more from Carson. I'm like Cool Cal. The offensive line hasn't looked like a Joe Moore Award candidate. There's, like you said, there's a couple of people that break down. Be honest with you, Cedric Van Pran got the offensive lineman of the week, but there was a couple of stunts that he didn't pick up. He got a little gator arm on him, and that actually did put some of that pressure on Carson. I think Carson is playing not to lose. He's not playing to win. That's why I think he's taking a lot of the shorter routes. Because if you go back 2021, when we played Clemson, JT Daniels was doing the same thing. It's like, bro, stretch the field. You know what I'm saying? Stretch the field a little bit. Like, but it's like he's playing not to make a mistake. And again, his percentage is 71% completion rate. He's throwing, you know, he's got like almost 1,000 yards passing. So statistically, it says that he's playing pretty good. I'm with y'all with Dejan Edwards, dog, because if it wasn't for Dejan being able to shake some folk, and Brock Bowers also. I mean, he had one run where they tried to run a speed sweep to the dude, and he was like 6 yards behind the line and about to get tackled because he couldn't. He had no chance to get it started. You know what I'm saying? But luckily, he's Brock Bowers, and he got back to the line of scrimmage. And on the second one, he actually gained like 6 yards. So the blocking in the interior definitely has to improve. James,
we had that dog going off in the background. One thing didn't nobody mention, man, was our special teams missing 2 field goals.
I meant to say that. Great point.
Coming with it.
Listen, it's one of them things, man. I figured everybody saw that, man. And it's
we don't even want to talk about it. That's why.
It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking.
Got to give a shout out to Shane Beamer too, because one thing he did was he eliminated Muellers in the return game. That was key. We rely on that for field position.
Yeah, he did eliminate Muse, but it wasn't by choice. He was actually trying to, like, they kicker averages, they punter averages 55 yards a punt. He only punted 37 yards on all the punts he did. So I'm gonna be honest with you, from the South Carolina perspective, they say he played horrible. I think it might have looked like he did good, but I don't know if that's what they intended.
Or return, y'all. I mean,
yeah, but I'm just saying it gave us good field position though, because of his punts. Like, we was getting the ball on like our 40. I mean, return yards or no. That's still not a great job, you know, punt wise, but I get what you're saying. He didn't give Muse a chance to return it. James Allen said establishing the run game will help Beck settle down. I think that goes to some of what Cool Cal said, you know, thinking we got to get some better interior blocking on that offensive line, man, and catching dudes in the backfield, because I mean, Dylan Bell, shout out to Dylan Bell for the great forward lean that he has, you know, getting those tough yards in the second half. Yeah. I mean, honestly,
let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask y'all a question. If generally, you know, when you kind of tighten it up, you have 3 backs. Who do y'all think the best 3 backs we got?
Healthy.
30 and 86.
30, 86.
Yeah, I like Zero, man. He didn't get no burn into this game.
That's what I was gonna say too. He got hurt. 1 carry.
He was hurt.
Okay.
He was hurt. Yeah.
Okay. Y'all know these question marks happen during the week.
Yeah,
That's where all that come from.
All right, we're gonna tighten that up, CA.
Yeah, so he got hurt. Milton played, had a couple of good runs, but he has an MCL.
He got banged up too, didn't he?
Yeah. So
he already banged up.
Milton
got hurt again too.
Yeah. So Milton had a couple of good runs, but then he couldn't go in the second half. I would say the second part of the third quarter, and then Robinson was hurt. That's why he didn't get back in. And I don't know about Andrew Paul. He hasn't talked about Andrew Paul on the.
What's up with that?
Man, these boys need some body fat.
So
boy, too lean. They need some body fat.
You might be on to something.
I might be right.
So.
Yeah. A lot of muscle injuries.
They having joint problems.
Well, Kendall Milton is MCL. I'm trying to think. Andrew Paul, you know, coming off the ACL, I don't know if he wasn't 100, not 100, whatever that's about. Rod had a lower body extremity that he injured or hurt or something. So,
Cash eating. That's all I know.
yes. Cash is eating. So LaDonna say defense is definitely gonna have to lay those Rydels on UAB next week. That's right. Marseille say, what's going on, Marseille? He say fullback will get that running game going. And
Safe 5.
Come on, Marseille.
Shelby said the kicker needs to be kicking
We
24
damn
hours.
sure all agree on that.
Can we, Coach, Shelby just hit the nail on, like, to have a questionable kicking game and an inconsistent quarterback, it's formula for disaster, baby. I don't know what we're doing right now, but that one of those has got to be of championship caliber. I do not see it in the kicking game. Carson Beck, it's on you, baby. It is what it is. I mean,
and
because
this guy
got to give.
The kicker is a true freshman, which Kirby hasn't done. This is his first time doing it, so I think he's got to hit some or something, because y'all know how kickers be in their mental, man. And
the porter close.
Start going for two a lot more. You have to realize that's why we're doing it. You have to understand the play call.
Definitely a good question, because man, we talking about what he missed, what, a 30-some yard field goal in the 28.
It was
28 and 30.
Yeah,
28 and 30. So Maurice says South Carolina pushed our D line around in the first half. That's right. We didn't get a lot of pressure,
bro.
We didn't put in the trenches. Period. You know, we just didn't play with that dominant force like we normally do. James, I'm gonna say positive. Rah looked good on that deep ball, but didn't see him much after. Yeah, for sure. That was definitely a good route.
I like what the receivers actually gave me. I feel like we got a lot more opportunity in the passing game than Beck is taking advantage of. You got to take some shots. These are the guys to take shots with, as far as the core he has to throw to. I want to see more of that. I mean, we've all said it, but I mean, we can't keep asking you for it. I need somebody to do it.
Shout out to Arian Smith. He was blocking well on that outside. He didn't get,
That means he want the ball, man. You don't block for the hell of it.
You got to block to get out.
You got to block.
I know this. That's where I was going.
You're right.
Settle down.
Hey, Coach.
Yeah.
We're not Coach yet, guys, man. Let me pose this to you guys, and I could be wrong. I'm just throwing it out there. It's early. I truly think we are seeing the NFL attrition take a hold. I'm not saying we don't have good players, 5 stars and 4 stars. We do. But we have lost a lot of special guys to the NFL. I'm not saying these guys don't have a chance to be special and can't be special. But they're not right. We have nobody who jumps off camera. Maybe other than Malachi Starr. Everybody else are very good. I don't see nobody else to me that just jumps off the camera. Like a lot of the names.
I was about to say, Kamara
he's a couple guys.
Keith Smith is finally 100%.
Playing
He's
hella good football.
Great.
He playing good ball, but he's not, to me, he's not jumping.
He got 2 picks.
I'm just telling you. It's my opinion. It's my opinion. I'm not saying we don't have good players and very damn good players. I'm saying the guys who we comparing them to, the special guys who have left to the league. I just think we're seeing that attrition of the NFL taking a hold right now. And it's going to take a lot of experience to help these guys.
3 games. It's 3 games, dog.
And I said that before. I said it's early in the season. And I said it ain't like they can't be special. I put the disclaimer out there before I even said that.
I think in the defensive backfield, I don't know. Of course, Javon Bullock was hurt, but as far as I guess corner wise, I think Lassiter is playing better than Ringo was playing. I mean, if we talk about NFL attrition,
he's been our best cover corner.
I mean, but if you look at it though, guys, if you look at it for real, I mean, I think a lot of folks a lot of us had commented on what we thought the strength of the defense was going to be this year, and it was going to be in that back end of the secondary. We figured that we were going to have to see some guys really step up on that D line because they were unknown commodities, even though we might have known their names. And we just figured we'll get better play out of the linebackers, but we still had questions.
JV, we thought we were gonna get All-American play. Them jokers is up for butt because of 2 of them.
Look,
let me tell it. I ain't think I was gonna get this.
I'm just saying they playing like they ain't playing good. I ain't gonna call them dumpsters.
They might not have that
dumpster
juice,
but they ain't give me what they said.
But again, Shawty just made a great point. Great point.
Well, that means you a lie then. That means you a lie.
That means the D line. No, that don't mean you a lie. If your the D line keeps folks off of you. Now, it ain't got to do
I
with you
know
getting
how
shook
it
in the
works.
hole.
That's what I'm saying. I know
Yeah,
how
they
it worked,
missing
but what I
tackles, but
saw,
that ain't got
that
nothing to
was
do with
you
getting blocked.
on you.
Listen, man,
He
JDJ
can't
playing
ask
like
for
he
help
trying
then.
not to get hurt, dog. JDJ, I
Yeah,
don't,
team like
what
that,
he
trying not
did
to get
ain't got
hurt.
nothing to do with that defensive line, dog. That dude
Right,
one-on-one
they
with
ain't got
Spencer
what he
Rattler,
doing ain't got
dove
nothing to
for
do with no
Al,
defensive
and
line.
then he
That
pulled
ain't
up
right.
on one. Like JDJ just playing uninspired. And
It's a
That ain't
quite
no
a few.
defensive line.
Kirby actually
I
said
agree.
that he
I
said that
agree.
he had to get on JDJ in the spring about his effort and playing sloppy. So I don't think that's
It
got
was
nothing to
both
do
of the
with it. So,
linebackers he brought into his office and got on too.
That's
and
my
Smile
point.
and
They
Smile
good
Monday.
players. Ain't nobody playing great.
And
Ain't
Smile
nobody playing
Monday, I don't like he ain't played a full
True.
complement of snaps because he ain't 100. So I mean, I guess we could say to that, but JDJ ain't got no. I don't know. I just like, man, you 100%. You done played all the snaps you was playing last year. You ain't playing with that same passion. That's how I
Spencer
see it.
Rattler was.
Who's behind them? Who pushing these guys too?
Xavier Sawyer
That's a
played a
good
lot.
question.
CJ Allen, the true freshman, he can only play so much. You know, he's only knows so much of the play, but he played a good bit. But that's the rotation right now. Raylan
That's
Wilson
why
don't
that
really get
12th
in.
grader still looking at us.
Big facts. Big facts. I think outside of Javon being hurt, I think once when he's not hurt, I think our secondary looked like we thought it was gonna look. It looked, pretty good. I thought De La ever had a rough day this past Saturday, but we played a lot of zone. We played a lot of zone, which left some stuff in front of him to come back. He went for the pick on that one. It was a great throw by Spencer Rattler on that first one. He almost
good coverage, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else he could have did. Maybe push the guy out of bounds. I don't know, but it went right over his head. He was fully extended. I thought it was a great throw by Rattler. Not to, in the first half, Rattler was 16 for 18. Dude was putting stuff on.
In the second half, he was 6 for 24. 6 for 24. 6 for 24. So if we gonna talk about the bad, he was 6 for 20. Dog, that's championship defense. He's supposed to be, if he's that good in the first half, he was 6 for 24 in the second half, like 30-some yards. So come on, guys.
We put ourselves in a lot of more vulnerable positions.
It's a great adjustment.
Too. I'm gonna tell you what, bro.
Dog, that flip, the switch got flipped.
Whew.
Now, what you say, Shawty?
No, I was just saying I felt like we had to put ourselves in some. We got to them, but we put ourselves in more vulnerable positions. Second half, took a lot more chance. And, one thing I say, man, kind of going back to my point is, guys can agree with me or disagree. The last 2 years, I've looked at our schedule, check the tape, and I was like, ain't nobody beat them. They got better players. I look at the schedule this year, I still think we have better players. I think we lose 1 or 2 games. That's the difference in how I feel now, how I used to feel. It ain't really got nothing to do with the South Carolina game. It's the past 3 games that I don't saw.
Maurice Dickinson say life without Jalen Carter.
Last year.
But I don't know if it's necessarily life without Jalen Carter. You're right. He is.
And we had the players though that would make. That was saying we had the player that made you feel like we couldn't lose. We had special players. That was saying. We just had guys that made you feel like we couldn't lose.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that, though. I thought we was going to damn lose to Missouri last year. I damn sure thought we was going to lose.
I ain't never think
with them special players.
I didn't.
Yeah, times have changed. Times have changed. Because 2 years ago, we none of us really thought we was going to win it either. Let's all be honest.
Right.
2 years
and
ago,
even last year, look how we talked last year.
Our chest went out like that. Well,
our championship
last year we still
last
year we still had a few questions last year.
Yep.
We didn't. I don't think everybody just said, "Yeah, we just gonna run the table. And we just gonna be dominant." Win by.
Everybody said we are gonna go undefeated regular season. I think everybody was on that same.
I don't know.
Yeah, we could probably roll that tape back. I think everybody was consensus.
Everybody was on the regular season. Regular season, everybody like, yeah, we don't see that.
I don't know.
So you don't think we're gonna go undefeated this year?
No, I can see us losing a game or 2.
I think we're
Florida, I mean, I would love to go, but I can see. I'm just saying, I can see us losing to Florida.
Hey, look at how Florida done
And-
snuck back in. They got raped by Utah and threw under the bus. Now they might show. I told y'all, keep playing.
And they defense look good against Utah.
And they win, they
you know what I'm
don't.
saying? And I'm gonna tell you
Tennessee
another
ain't
thing.
no
Ole
good,
Miss.
man. I've been telling y'all Tennessee ain't no
scared of
good.
Ole
That
Miss.
don't mean
How
nothing.
good is Tennessee?
Tennessee ain't good. They haven't been
Exactly.
explosive all year. So
And their
I
defense
called the
is
Florida
still
win.
suck.
I had to
Milton lie.
convince Florida fans that they was gonna win. That don't impress
They're
me
not
that you beat
good,
the
dog.
the
Tennessee's
Austin
not
P
good.
almost beat Tennessee. That don't impress me.
They're
I
not
don't think
good.
we lose.
You got
Ole
this in
Miss
your
is
head
the
that
only
they're good.
game
They're
on the
not good.
schedule that I see.
So y'all
that
saying
got
South
players.
Carolina the number 2 team in the East?
No, I
Let
don't
me-
think so.
It wide open.
What the
folks.
hell?
Who number two? Who can
Wide
you
open.
consensually say number 2
Down
right now?
saying.
Nobody.
Florida.
It's wide
Kentucky.
open.
Kentucky, who I said at the beginning of the year. So
Kentucky.
I mean,
And I say that. Let me clarify.
And I think Florida is who we thought they are. They are
Kentucky,
trash
Kentucky
too.
gonna let it run down their leg.
exactly.
I'm
They
not
like
saying
trash
you can't
playing
go
trash.
undefeated, but I do think the game will be a lot uglier and closer than they have in the past.
I
That's
agree with
probably
that.
That's a fact.
the point that I would make.
I agree with that.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
You
We don't
said
have
the
those
games are-
separators, those
The games
factors.
are
I mean,
definitely uglier. I don't know about closer. If you take the whole season, I mean, we did play Kent State to the wire.
I'm trying
We
to tell
did
you,
play
we had
Missouri
injuries
to
last
the
year.
wire.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're
Yeah.
talking about actual point differentials, we're not talking about how you feel during the game. I mean, we're
Right.
talking
but
about
how you
point
feel
differentials.
matter. How you
Not
feel
the
matter,
results
coach.
matter.
Because
No,
when Jalen was hurt, we were like, yeah, we could kick you out, but we ain't gonna do it because he hurt. But when he got back, the temperature was high. At
We
this
were
point,
different.
I ain't got nothing in the chamber. I feel like gonna come to this field and make a hell of a difference.
So
The guys
so
I got to get better.
I'm gonna
We
tell
had additions all last year.
I feel
AD
like
coming in and all this. Man, I ain't nothing in the cupboard that I'm waiting on right now.
they only
You
get
waiting on
7 on
80
Saturday
folks,
if
you waiting
Javon
on
Bullock is
Bullock?
playing. If you go back and
on,
watch the
dog.
first touchdown from South
Bullet,
Carolina,
Jake, Bullet. I'm waiting on Bullet. I give you that.
Yeah, you waiting on
I'm
him.
about to say,
Come
go
on.
back and watch the first touchdown.
Well,
Davis
give me
Esteban
Ladd
took
or
a back-
somebody, because right now it don't look like to me.
Okay, well then
They
it is
coming.
people that you waiting on, Ladd and
Right, they
Javon. I
coming.
mean, let's not say it's nothing that you're not waiting on. It's like you said you waiting on Ladd and Javon. Javon definitely would have got the tackle on 3rd and 16. Sissavon took a bad angle. Dan Jackson took a bad angle. Dog, and then I forget
That
which
don't mean I gotta
linebacker.
like it.
I never
Still.
said you had to like it. I'm just telling you, like when Javon
You
is on
said
the
it wasn't
field,
nothing you
you
waiting
not,
on.
you say wasn't nothing you was waiting on. Like this dude
I don't
is
think
playing at
Ladd gonna make
All-American
Beck
level.
better. I don't think Ladd gonna make Beck better.
I don't think Beck
come
playing
on,
that
man.
bad.
know?
That's just,
The offensive line
I'm just
needs to make
saying.
Beck
I
better.
think his
Exactly.
deficiencies.
Y'all talking about he throw it fast? Go back and watch the game, dog. They are not
Go
blocking.
back and watch
like
the
we
game.
thought-
Remember who you talking to.
No,
Slow down. Go back and watch the game. Don't do that. I watched the game the first time. I'm watching the film from the jump. I'm like, go back and watch the game. I saw the game. We know that much, but the quarterback got to make adjustments and be able to adjust. I ain't saying the line ain't playing, to what our expectation is. I'm saying I want more out of the quarterback. He's an individual that got to be better.
Okay,
It ain't got nothing to do with nobody around him.
Okay, him throwing the ball fast ain't got nothing.
That's
to do
the
with
only
pressure in his
position
face.
that ain't got nothing to do with nobody around you.
The quarterback play ain't got nothing to do with the offense.
Come on,
No, he got to know how to perform. He got to know how to perform. That's my opinion. He got to know how to perform.
Nobody
Everybody got to know what they doing around him. He the
That's
quarterback.
true. That's true.
the guy
But if
runs the
he's
wrong
deficient,
route-
if the quarterback is deficient, that's the easiest way for this to be an offense that ain't gonna move. Everybody else can make mistakes. He can't.
I think what CA saying is like when he said they ain't got nothing to do with nobody around him. He's saying with the things that Beck can control,
That's
to be
all he
better
got to
at.
do.
He missing too many things.
That's all he got to do is his
He ain't
job.
playing bad, but he can be so much better. I know he's
We agree.
71%, but he can be
I
so
said
much
that.
better how he missing them.
I said that, but to act like the old line don't need to play better is absolutely
I don't think that what he
asinine.
But we
That's
going
the
by
way he
position.
said it.
We talking about an individual. I'm talking about an individual. That's what I'm saying. Exclude the offensive line. I need more from him.
He's blocking for Beck, and y'all talking about him getting the ball out of his hands too fast. He's under some of like South Carolina was doing our offensive line in the first half, dog.
They were.
Say they wasn't.
They were.
Say they wasn't.
That's
They were.
fact.
They dominated
Like a
us.
job.
And listen. The
dominated
reason
us.
why Rattler was so bad in the second half because our D line was doing their offensive line.
We
Oh,
dominated.
we're not mentioning anything that we're not mentioning why
You ain't saying that.
he talking about where he can control.
You ain't
not
saying
saying
that.
that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He ain't talking about. He's not talking about the line.
Hold up. I refer to y'all saying he need to slow down. If he has pressure in his face, he's supposed to make another read right away. He's got pressure in his face. I said he needs to take more shots.
No, he got some other things got to slow down. His footwork got to slow down. His face got to slow down. His eyes got to slow down. Yeah, no, but it's his third start.
We just talking about the things he can control, not as a
where you were after your third start. You weren't where your finished product. Come on now. That's not.
And then nobody liked it. You're right. And they said, you know what? He need to be better. They said he need to be better. He got to be faster. He better catch that slant on third down. We can't afford that drop. It's always this.
CA, you right. E-Rob, you right. You right. Everybody's right. He do need to play better. But all we just saying is the ancillary pieces, because he is a new starting quarterback, has to play better to help him out. That's all we're saying. But you are right. He has to get better. He can't look like this, how he looks in weeks 2 and 3. He can't look like this in week 6 and 7.
No.
He got to play better, and he got to be better. I agree with you on that. But so does everybody else to help him along the way. And I think we did a lot of that. Man. I think Bobo did a lot of that, trying to help him out. We threw a lot of screens in the second half.
That's where the help gonna come from.
That's where it helped him out in that game. And I think that's where the coaching
down the field in the second half too. We didn't throw any.
And what we're saying is, even if
I bet they told him
blocks, to do it. Even if the line blocks, he's drifting and dumping the ball out too fast. That has nothing to do with the protection. We're talking about the things that Beck needs to do. The thing that Beck needs to do to get better as a quarterback. So I just think that's what the miscommunication was. That's all.
Yeah.
Shout out to Coach I for starting that book.
I ain't starting no book.
See, bro. I mean, CA, you got up on the cold skin a little bit now.
I did.
I'm just saying, dog. Listen, you can't say like one player need to get better and things around him don't need to get better, though. Like the running game is absolutely.
I'm isolating the guy in the conversation. I'm isolating the whole conversation. We can go down the list. The list longer than anything.
You're right, but we wasn't talking about just the quarterback at that time. You went into isolating him because you didn't want to talk about the offensive line. And I was telling you that
I got some gloves. Y'all need
some. Yeah, so
ding ding.
Fan fight.
No, that's their fan fight.
Right.
Listen,
that's the bear where we that.
Line it up.
Right. I'm about to get the clock going.
Yeah, and see, when I started, obviously you missed when I said he does need to do those things better, but there was other things that played into how he played. But you absolutely missed that though. So
I'm gonna
two more points for Coach.
Hey, I'm just saying.
I ain't missing that. I'm sitting right here.
Yeah. So all right, on the UAB.
See, I didn't like your tone necessarily the way you responded to Coach.
So,
I'm just throwing gas.
We done ran up on time, man, and it's UAB. We shouldn't have to do a lot of previewing on UAB. So let's go around and get some predictions. Shawty, start with you, though.
Oh man, I ain't even made it to the game week yet. I'm gonna be, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. And, all we've been talking a lot of ish on here, just kind of, expressing our opinion. I think we all kind of, flexing our stress from the last week game. We finally had a chance to do it. We're doing on this show. And with that being said, with the way that we are scoring right now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna go 28-10.
All right, E-Rock.
28 what?
10.
28-10? Okay. All right, so, man, I can't agree with you guys. I've enjoyed the second half of this show. I've been sitting back just chilling. I've enjoyed it. And, yes, there are some things fundamentally that Beck has to fix. Shawty, you are absolutely right. He's drifting when he don't have to drift. Man, step up in that pocket. Stop going backwards. These things can be corrected. He doesn't do it every time, so there are things. So I'm sure they're watching. So I want to see Game 6, I don't want to see those same things. So I 100% agree with you. With that being said, he's not playing bad. Anyway, let me get back to what we all supposed to be doing. 42 to 9.
42-9. Cool cow. What you got?
UAB.
We got to do something more in that run game. So if we do that, but I'm kind of on the lower end of it too. I'm thinking something like 34-7, or something like that.
34-7. All right. So we got 28-10, 48-9,
42-9.
42-9, my bad. And then 34-7. What you got on the UAB, CA?
35-14. I think Dilfer might drum something up just to get in the end zone twice.
Give me 41-10. I think they'll get a touchdown late after being down 41-3. So James Alum, he'd say 38-3 would like to see a touchdown pass. Oh, from us. Okay, from us. I got you.
Actually, it's too kind of. I know Coach watched a lot of the games. I don't know if the guys had the chance to really go back and watch it, but I watched that game, man. And as I was watching the game, did y'all notice this? The only reason I'm putting it out there is because it literally could have an effect on time, which especially in quick and short. Y'all notice every time he takes the snap, he spin the ball.
Him and Jake Fromm used to do that. You're right.
Every time he gets
I ain't noticed that for real.
Yeah, he spin it every time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just wondering if you know how we talk about that back shoulder thing sometimes time to be on. I'm not saying that's the reason.
Could be.
But as opposed to you getting the ball and adjusting it, or sometimes you can get it and boom. But every time you get it, you have to spin it to adjust it. I don't know if it's that's just something I noticed. I ain't know if anybody else.
Yeah, I say it's the same thing.
Peyton didn't spin it every time.
I don't think so. Not all, but he is Peyton Manning.
I ain't saying he was. That was a legit question.
Yeah.
That's different color horse there.
And then you know what? See, that's another thing that I would say, and that's kind of why I brought it up, is because I could understand if you getting the ball up under center, or then you got a 3-step to 4 to 5-step drop, so you got time to boom, get it, set it. But when you taking it from the shotgun, and if it's down to like a 3-step drop, you got to down to take this from the shotgun, boom,
and rip it.
Right. So if your grip ain't right, then you got to spin it to get your grip right. That might be something. Well, we get a lot of that back shoulders.
It could be. I don't know. He's 4 years in, even though he hadn't started. So I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know if they're gonna break that.
I don't know if they're gonna get that out of them.
I don't know if they're gonna be.
That's something to look at, guys. In the next game, just look at that, see if he's still spinning.
I don't know if they're gonna be able to break that one, but you're right. Like it could be throwing off some. I thought about this. Like I think Shawty, you mentioned this. Maybe in the first season or whatever, he hasn't thrown to a lot of these starters. You know what I'm saying, and maybe they don't have the timing just on some of the routes, like you say, y'all say throwing behind or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like not rah-rah or whatever, but like he ain't really never thrown to Brock Bowers. He been throwing Oscar Delp. He been throwing whoever else was playing tight end. He ain't really, maybe that's what it is. I don't know. So Philip Hudson say 42-10.
He threw that ball too fast. The little flea flipper. He missed Brock under through Brock.
He hung there.
He had no pressure. He had time to just set his feet and just hit that man in stride.
Hey, Coach, you know what's heartbreaking?
What?
I'm just, I'm from my experience, the guys that don't have touch. It's like I ain't never seen it developed, and I could be wrong. Like you talk to a quarterback about that, but I can think of a lot of guys that threw bullets and they just could not find a touch in that, and it cost them playing time. It was never long.
So you saying you think Beckham got touch? I think Beckham got touch.
I don't see it consistently enough. Yeah, okay. I think touch. When I'm saying touch, these passes being inaccurate behind guys consistently this early in the season against this level, it's not gonna get easier. I'm not saying that's him. I'm saying from my experience, that's hard to get better at on the fly during the SEC. That's just I'm hoping he can.
I'm guessing like
wrong.
Me, you, and Thad sat and watched his tape when he was throwing to the guys that he practiced with last year, and we all agreed that his timing was great and stuff like that. So I don't think you just lose timing. I think he's got a different set of guys.
True, but practice in the game is so different. I've seen a lot of guys excel in practice.
Yeah.
Well, we weren't watching
a lot of
practice,
guys.
though. We watching game film.
He could literally be that guy like that we don't talk about for years.
It ain't on the
He
line.
just can't handle the bright light.
Yeah.
That could.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
That was my question coming in. Was he a gamer? That's what we waiting to see, you know, throughout the season. Is he a gamer? Because
we're all at that's the question.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's what I'm saying. I don't think
going in with
guys
this and then put up 21 versus.
And the only thing we have evidence. We were down 14-3 in the second half of an SEC game.
Good point.
That's what I'm saying. Like, when he threw the rope,
that was my thing. I was like, I looked at C-Rob. This is what I want to see. We down 14-3. Everything. The season's on the line. What you gonna do? 21-9. He played well, so he can't do no more than that. Now let's see what he does.
We went down 21-9, but I get your point.
No, he said we
ran off. We scored 21.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think it's either like the slow start is either him not being able to come out of his shell quick enough, or like I think one of y'all said like maybe Bobo's trying to help him out by not putting him in situations where he's like, you know, taking too many risks. I don't know, but we can't. What we all agree on is we can't start at halftime to play like we played in the second half. We got to start that in the first half. We want to thank the Respect the Hedges family, man, for showing up. Huh?
Is that like what? I mean, but not me and JB. Is that coaching? Like that's something JB harped on a lot. But you know, I was just asking a question.
Yeah. I mean, somebody asked Kirby about the slow starts in the press conference. You know, he gave a Kirby answer, you know, but he said we got to the red zone. We got to finish in the red zone twice. We got into the red zone, and then we
go cuss all
need that mute button, don't he?
No, he good. Hey, most of the time we have an hour because I know people ain't gonna stay, you know.
Coach is like.
He like this.
Hit the button on.
Hey, but all in all, man, the Dogs got the dub. Hey, we need more of the second half where we outscored them 21-0 at the beginning of the game. That's what we need.
Definitely agree.
That's what regardless of how it looked, that's what we need. We need more 21-0. It's like the meme CA sent us though, when we not up 21-0 in the first quarter. Dog fans are going crazy.
I just can't take it no more.
Yeah. We done got used to that sandwich, like Thad said. So we need that same sandwich at least, if not no. Shout out to the Respect the Hedges family, man, Dog Nation for tuning in. All the viewers, man, we appreciate y'all. We wouldn't be net without y'all. Hey, tune in to next Tuesday to hear our thoughts on UAB and the upcoming game against Auburn. Same time, same channel. Always, man, Respect the Hedges, man, for my co-host, Cool Cal, Thad, E-Rob, JB, CA. I'm Coach Out, man. Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.